We are finally going home. It is finally time. I can't wait. Just go the fuck to bed and have horrible nightmares.
We're coming home.
We're homecoming. Yes, this is our homecoming.
So this is Silent Hill Homecoming.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what's happening.
Fine.
We're doing that.
We're finally. I keep saying finally in these things. I noticed that. I played back some of the episodes and I was like, I'm saying finally a lot for no reason, out of nowhere for no reason.
Gotta replace it with at last.
At last.
At long last. I like how nobody parked right in this whole town. Everyone's up on the curb.
This really is Silent Hill Homecoming.
Yeah, there are cars all over that game.
Yep.
God, they're just... Nobody parked correctly in Silent Hill Homecoming. All of these cars should be moved.
The canon explanation is the dogs of Silent Hill are driving the cars around, crashing them.
It's true. This is where we live, allegedly. I mean, we only know this as players because our key that we have in our inventory, it says Daisy Villa Apartment on it.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, why would we know to go here? Well, it's just because it's the only place to go.
I just thought it was Dr. House's key from House, MD.
I don't understand the reference.
The reference is an old
the
TV
house
show.
Key? It's a house key? Is that the...
Yes.
Oh, I see.
I like jokes where you have to explain them. That makes them good.
I'm weirded out by this like laundry situation in this apartment building, but I haven't lived in a lot of different apartment buildings, so maybe there are laundry facilities that's just like, hey, here's 4 washers. That's it. No dryers.
Well, I'm also weirded out by the fact that you need a really powerful flashlight to like see anything in your apartment complex. Like, what is the lighting situation going on here?
Maintenance guy is really backlogged for fluorescent lights.
He was meaning to hook it all up.
Looking at this makes me alert.
Oh, wow. Your perspective even changed.
Yeah, sorry. It was a different file.
Oh, my God.
Here's a reference to Silent Hill 2.
It's a little on the nose.
Well, I don't have one of those anyway. This whole area was not localized by Nora Stevens Heath.
Oh.
There's certain areas where like she wasn't doing it for some reason. Anyway, we're home.
Welcome home. Nice wallpaper.
Dad, I'm home.
It's like we live in an ice cream shop.
Listen,
I was gonna say.
Something really crazy's going on. I think we should... Dad? Dad?
This is a really bad day. Heather's having the worst possible day.
Heather's terrible, horrible, no bad.
No good.
No good, very bad.
Very bad day. In the original, the letterboxing kind of cut off your view of Harry Mason's face, but they did model it and everything. It looks like him.
I think hiding his face added a little something, because like...
Yeah, I agree.
Seeing him like that, like, I don't know, kind of steps on your memory of Silent Hill 1 a little bit, I guess.
A little, and I also feel like Harry was a vague polygon man in Silent Hill 1.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean.
And like it's easy if you don't see his face to kind of project what you think a dad looks like and how tragic this is. Like you're imagining, you know, how awful this would actually be emotionally to have to confront this.
Yeah, it's, you know, like a lot of things with Silent Hill, it's like part of the game is what you're bringing to it, you know?
Yeah, you know, similar to not seeing the monsters in full light, or, you know, Pyramid Head more than a couple glimpses here and there. You don't get to see your dead dad's face, usually.
But why? Why?
Revenge for 17 years ago, for one thing. If not for him, our dream would have come true. And then he took you away from us.
I don't understand any of this, lady. I don't know the plot yet.
Get you for this!
They changed that in the HD collection to be, I'll kill you, you bitch.
Yes, they did.
Which I don't really, it's fine.
It's fine.
Whatever.
I actually like the cursing because, you know, she's been pretty
It must be
even keeled about this, but
one day.
She deserves to flip the fuck out over this.
yeah, right now, like,
Yeah.
I'll never understand.
Try to remember.
She should be going nuclear
true self.
and calling this bitch every fucking curse word imaginable.
Absolutely.
And build
Just right there.
paradise.
No, I'll never understand. That's me and coding video games.
Take the shot.
She's just like,
He's the one who killed you.
Tisk tisk, you ain't gonna shoot me.
I merely gave the order.
you know, the order.
So, what will you do?
It's like, how come Claudia is able to boss monsters
I'll be
around?
waiting where
I don't know.
That's a thing that lends slight credence to the later Vincent line of monsters. They look like monsters to you, because like this is weird.
Yeah, it's like, of course they would be following orders if they were cult members.
Yeah, if they were cult members, they would be following orders. So like, it really does make me think that what if at least maybe this guy might be a human being? Like, I don't know. Can she control monsters?
And some of the monsters, or actually, you know, most of the monsters have humanoid forms. You know, like the Slurpers are just, they look very much like humans, just with like of slight differences. Like this guy could very clearly is very. You can cosplay this guy pretty easily.
Yeah. People have.
So it's like.
Speaking of cosplay, I'm wearing a different outfit now.
Oh, hi.
I decided to change it to like this badass. What's it called? God of Thunder outfit.
Ah.
And it's just like she's got like tattoos all over her and shit.
Oh, I remember this. This is one of the first ones I unlocked.
This is her vengeance costume.
Whoa.
Yeah, he blocks with his tonfas like
That
all the
do.
time. He's
He's a Ninja Turtle.
he kind of is a little bit. He does a lot of damage too.
Yes, he do.
So this is a very strange boss fight for Silent Hill because whoa, look
Ooh,
at that. He brought
wow.
me right to red with that.
Jeez.
He's hard. This is normal action mode, by the way. This is not like a difficult difficulty to play on. But this guy's fast, he hits fucking hard, and you have to, because he blocks, you have to hit him from the side or the back. So it's a very strange boss fight for the Silent Hill franchise. Because all the other bosses are incredibly fucking slow in this game. This is the first, like, really fast dude you have to fight. Mm-hmm. It doesn't help that the camera is, like, all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, this is just clear evidence of, you know, the game clearly being directed to be more, like, action-oriented when it didn't necessarily warrant it. Ooh, right in the butt.
Right in the butt.
Right in his, what's it called? The coccyx.
The Cossacks. Yeah, I was talking to Masahiro Ito on Twitter because he's great. But he's the monster designer for this game and also Silent Hill 2. Because I found out the YouTube comments were kindly informing me that the Silent Hill wiki has a lot of opinions about what the monsters in this game mean. I'll leave it at that. You can look it up yourself. So I decided to ask him, like, hey, Ito-san, what do the Slurpers mean anything? Is this something? They're kind of mysterious and weird. And he was just like, no, they don't really mean anything. I was told, like, my monster designs for Silent Hill 2 were boring. So my director just told me they were boring to my face. And I was like, oh wow, so he just wanted you to make more combat-worthy monsters. And he was like, yes, how did you know?
If anyone needed more evidence that the true villain of Silent Hill and especially the American Silent Hills, or the non-Japanese Silent Hills, like, if you wondered why they turned out the way that they did, Konami management, man, they didn't know what they were doing right from the get-go. The only games in the Silent Hill franchise that were, you know, that stand the test of time, they, you know, the Konami management had very little to do with them.
They were hands-off about it.
Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill 2 were very hands-off.
Yeah.
And Silent Hill 3, you know, a little more so. Mostly.
How did you get in my house? What the fuck are you doing here?
I let myself in through the bathroom.
I'm fine.
Damn, she looks hardcore.
Just get
I know,
out
right?
here
How
and
cool is
leave
she?
Me alone already.
Calm down.
Dad died, now she's gone full goth.
Calm down.
I don't blame her.
How am I supposed to do that?
I like her voice acting in
My
this scene.
father is
I like her voice acting in general.
Yeah, in general, yes, but she did a great job in these scenes.
Oh yes, totally.
Get out!
Little
All
ineffectual
your fault.
touch.
If it weren't for you,
Sorry.
So this is when the technical limitations of the mocap are on full display. Ooh, that shadow.
Ooh.
It
Hey,
is-
it's Harry Mason's soul getting projected
Oh my god.
from the PS1.
Blockman has arrived. I also love how Heather, no one's calling 911 right now.
No, what are you gonna explain? A monster killed him?
what else
I
can
mean,
do?
I'm pretty sure they'll go to jail
There's
for how
no
they
one here to give him
buried
a decent
Harry.
Burial.
We'll deal with this later. Right now, I have to go to Silent Hill and kill this lady with no eyebrows. I gotta go right the fuck now.
Just anyone with no eyebrows on the way, we're just gonna get them.
Sorry,
I don't trust him.
But what I was saying about the mocap, it's like very clearly just a room,
What do you do
and
now?
they're not like interacting with anything.
Yeah, they're not allowed to
I'm
like
going to
move
Silent
outside
Hill.
of like a small area.
What's
Yeah.
in Silent Hill?
No.
I don't know.
Bitch that killed my dad.
Maybe you should research it, detective.
Do you think it's safe?
Of course it isn't.
I just like the idea of
I
a
don't know what
detective
kind
being
of
like,
hell is
"Oh,
waiting
what's
for me
that?
There, but I've got
What's
no other
that?
choice.
Huh?
Google it, Douglas.
That door is gigantic."
Care about
It's really
God
wide,
or
isn't it?
Good
paradise.
Lord.
If that's what she believes, then fine. But she won't get away
Love
with
her
what she
cool
did.
cut.
Yeah, I'd never noticed that before.
Got a cool cut.
Also, that depth of field, man.
When I find
Those
her,
graphics, ooh boy.
I'll kill her myself.
I like her kind of crazed look in that instant there.
Yeah,
I'll kill her myself.
Revenge doesn't
I'll kill her
solve
myself.
anything.
Maybe not, but that's what I'm going to
Fuck
do.
you. You're not my dad. My dad's right there, and this sucks, and it's your fucking fault. So shut up.
I'm gonna murder women in the women's bathroom, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Me and Claudia will have a chat in the ladies' room where you can't go.
Don't.
Besides,
You can't follow me in there.
partly
You stay on the outside.
responsible for this. I'll bring the
I'm
car
partly
around
responsible
back.
for this. You are like kind of 50% responsible for this, Douglas.
Douglas.
What do you think is his level of responsibility here for Harry Mason dying?
That's fine.
I'll probably go like 40.
Nobody's
40%.
gonna fly over
Oh,
my
alright.
grave.
Like, he's the whole reason she's there, because he found her, so that's the big thing, but, you know.
Yeah. But, yeesh. I want to talk about how absolutely crazy it was to kill Harry Mason, protagonist of Silent Hill 1, in Silent Hill 3. This was completely out of left field. The fandom had no idea this was going to happen. The box art does not imply that Heather is Harry Mason's daughter. Her last name is Morris on the back of the box, and that's because the voice actress and mocap actress, her name is Heather Morris. So they just took her last name, I think, without asking, maybe?
Yep.
But, like, it was crazy. By the way, Harry Mason is an author, and this is a fan art that the Dark Id made me in the Shattered Memories LP.
Nice.
But it was gabonkers that not only was Harry Mason dead, but you're playing as the baby from Silent Hill 1 at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone thought that was ridiculous. Nora Stevens-Heath told me that, like, before the game came out, she was kind of looking around on GameFAQs to see what people were anticipating, stuff like that, and she saved a really great screenshot of GameFAQs of somebody talking about their expectations for the game and stuff like that. And one of the things they said was, believe me when I say there is no chance of Heather being Harry's baby.
Oh, how naive. But yeah, I remember, see, the twist here isn't just, like, Harry died. The twist is also that, yeah, you're like you were saying, like, that Heather is Alessa. So it's like,
Yeah.
This is really, this part in the game is really a double whammy. And honestly, this is where,
Speaking of double whammy, this is
yeah.
two pictures. It's
There
the
you go.
same corpse as in Silent Hill 2. They reused the body model and put Harry's head on top of it. Anyway,
Oh,
continue. Forgot I was going to do that.
it's really a double whammy in terms of, like, just the reveal here But not only that, but this is, in my opinion, when the game actually finally starts to realize itself, to understand what it's trying to do and not hold back anymore. Soon we're going to be going to Silent Hill proper, and we're going to have more of a it's more of a revenge story now, whereas before you didn't really understand, we're just going home. It was like kind of a nebulous, a journey that you're going on.
Weird things are happening. I don't want any part of it.
Yeah, but now you're stuck. You want revenge.
You're invested now.
This is when Silent Hill comes into play. Yep. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
There's something really weird on this wall I never noticed before because I never played this on the PC version.
What the? Me.
What the fuck is that? What is that guy?
Oh, I want that on a shirt.
Oh my god.
Oh, not.
He is the new Minmo. I hate him.
He's Mo Man.
I hate him so much.
Lord of the Chin.
Oh god, just derailed my whole thought I was gonna do because he's just so fucking weird looking. Here's a stun gun. This is Harry got this for Heather because he's an overprotective dad. But not for a bad reason. Harry knew that they're on the run from the cult, so I mean, of course, he would give his daughter a stun gun to defend herself.
Any responsible father.
And she has a knife.
Shot away to defend himself. Yeah.
Yeah. And she has butter cake. She's got it all.
Oh my god.
Total protection.
She's living the life.
Camera does not want to show off that butter cake. I'm sorry, everybody. But you know it's there.
It's just E right now.
E. She doesn't want any food, nothing for the road, too depressed to eat. I understand.
Take the turkey. Oh, it is turkey. Turkey. It just takes a butter cake for the road.
I mean, you got 3 boxes of it.
Just her running out of her apartment building with covered in blood from moving her father, her dead father.
Tons of her arms are just filled with butter cake boxes. Yeah. Okay, Douglas, let's hit the road. I'm ready.
Has Douglas agreed to take her at this point? I forget.
Yes.
Okay.
God, pay attention to the cutscenes, Bob.
I'm sorry. I'm talking and stuff.
Anyway, here's more plot. This whole part is plot.
Some guy named Vincent.
Vincent?
He's a friend of yours, right?
Not exactly.
I'm not sure.
I hope not.
He said when we get to Silent Hill to look
Again,
for a guy
Douglas.
named Leonard.
You gotta research stuff, buddy.
I didn't ask a lot of questions, but he gave me a map. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
We've got no other choice.
What motion is that?
Here,
oh, okay.
Take this too.
What's this?
My boxers.
Your father was holding
I fucking pilfered it from your dad's corpse.
By the way, oh god, I tampered with a crime scene.
I fucking looted your dad's corpse. Here's the book I found.
Oh god, holy shit.
Heather, you gotta make better acquaintances in this game.
Your dad dropped this when he died. Finders keepers. Douglas, quote, finders keepers.
It's like when you die in a video game and your loot just remains where your corpse was.
Yes. Or it would be even better if the diary had a percentage chance to drop.
It used to be a nice, quiet little town.
I love him saying, "What's the deal with Silent Hill anyway?"
Yeah.
And also, this is all great plot stuff. He's been to Silent Hill. It used to be a nice town.
Once.
It ain't no more.
On a missing persons case.
And then
A lot of people
Never did
thought
find
that
him.
this was James.
Yep.
He was sent to go find.
But I'll tell you.
Unconfirmed so far as I know.
Uptown.
Good, because Silent Hill 4 went way too hard on that. Everyone's trying to tie up loose ends, and it's just no, guys.
Stop it.
Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Yeah, this is a really nice scene.
No
Personal, close shots of everyone. Nice little car drive.
Lots of really good camera angles.
Yeah.
It's an interesting scene, even though it's like a bottle scene where nobody moves. They don't change
Anyway,
locations.
I thought you grew up in Portland. What's wrong?
So this is a point of confusion for Douglas because he's like, I thought you grew up in Portland. She did. Heather did.
Mm-hmm.
But Alessa didn't. But she just said, I grew up in Silent Hill because she's getting mixed memories here.
No. I'm just trying
She
to
was in
remember.
Portland until she was 3 or 4? No, 5,
My
I
childhood.
think. And then, like, the cult found them. Harry actually killed a guy in self-defense.
Terrible happened
And they did the witness protection style thing.
Mm-hmm.
Move, change names, etc.
Which you learned from his diary later on in the game, if I remember.
You actually mostly learned that from Douglas's investigation notes that you find later in the amusement park.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. His diary is more about. I mean, he mentions killing a dude in his diary, right?
It worked.
I don't know. We'll find out
Yeah, we'll find
episode or 2 from now when I actually read the diary. I forget to do it for a little while.
My memory is Swiss cheese on this stuff.
Because this is a lot of exposition. I didn't want to immediately start reading the diary the second I got out of the car
Sure.
and have a ton more exposition.
Totally.
Powers?
Her classmates
Miles?
called her a witch.
How cool is her t-shirt?
She could make things happen.
She's
with
just
her mind.
extremely cool right now.
I want that tank.
She could kill people just by wishing for it.
They're listening to the Mary Elizabeth McGlynn station.
That god was killed by a single person.
Heather, your
Harry Mason.
cut hasn't stopped bleeding.
Do you need a
It was
band-aid?
such a god if it could be killed by a human being. But I think Claudia's trying to do the same thing again.
I'm sorry, I
I've been
hate
chosen as the sacrifice.
the music with the lyrics. Like,
Ah,
we're trying to listen to this stuff, and it's like you hear
no,
that.
I think it's fine. Because I think the levels are fine.
Yeah.
After the god was killed.
I also think this is a really like bittersweet, sad song about like appreciating things
She
that are
was
gone
holding a
now.
baby
Oh,
in
sure.
her
Like,
arms.
the song's fine. It's just, like, here, like, underneath.
Before
I
she
don't know.
died.
That's just your
She
opinion.
gave the
Yeah.
I think the lyrics are good though.
Eh.
Oh my god.
I hate it.
Wow.
No, no.
Wow.
Oh, that.
Nora wrote those lyrics.
Oh,
My dude.
Love me just
sorry.
like I was
I'm
his
sorry,
very
Nora.
own daughter.
It's just a taste thing. She's not offended, I don't think.
well, she
No, he
did she write it or did she translate?
She kind of wrote them actually because like Akira Yamaoka was kind of hands off about like how she interpreted his like writing.
Mm-hmm.
He would sometimes just kind of
So
give her
sad.
like the gist of what the song was like about and like give her little like poems and stuff
Oh.
to interpret, and then he just kind of let her like he just trusted her to do the right thing kind of sort of, and was really good to collaborate with and not very like
Hands on. Or,
she described him as not very demanding.
oh, cool. Because
So it sounds like a good boss to collaborate with.
I've worked with people who are the other way, and it is not fun. You kind of feel, what's the word, used or treated like a tool instead of like,
Or like a child.
yeah. But that's good to know. I hate whispering.
What? Well, whatever. That scene's really good.
Yes, yes. One of the most memorable ones from Silent Hill 3. I think, yeah. This is the moment when I was playing the game where it finally became like, oh, okay, I am on board now.
Oh shit. Yeah, like I'm invested now as somebody who played the previous games and didn't expect this to be like a true sequel.
Yep.
Like all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, it's a sequel. What? That's kind of crazy. They didn't advertise it as a sequel, which is really ballsy.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think they woulda. You don't really see that anymore these days. I feel like movies can get away with that. I feel like video games, like
True.
they would never risk like being a secret sequel to anything. It's like, oh, being a sequel is a selling point. We have to sell that
Yeah,
point.
absolutely. Like
Video games don't do that shit. That's why this was like so crazy to see happen. And you were talking earlier about how like, oh, not only did you kill off the protagonist, like we now realize we're playing Alessa. You don't actually really realize that though, because at the time we didn't really know what the baby was that Alessa gave to Harry. Was it a brand new baby? Like you don't know at that point
yeah,
whether or
I
not
guess at
this
that
is.
point when you receive the baby, you don't even know if it's male or female.
No, it's just a baby, and you don't know if it's a brand new baby, if it's we all know now from hindsight and research that this is a reincarnation of Alessa's soul, as was the original, the OG Cheryl. She was a half of her soul split into a child. So it's like, is this another split? Is this half of a soul? Is this a full soul? Is this a whole new baby? You don't really know. And through the rest of the game, you find out exactly what, not exactly, but you don't know. You don't learn anything exactly in Silent Hill ever.
This is Silent Hill, baby.
But you learn that this is she is kind of a reincarnation of Alessa's soul.
Yeah, you can assume, like I did when first playing this game, that, if that's Harry, then okay, I'm playing the child.
You're playing the baby,
at the Silent Hill one. But yeah, and then so that way the rest of the game is like filling in the gaps. So, but yeah, that requires a leap. Like you don't know for certain. So yeah, sorry if I was saying that was a definite thing. But yeah, most people at that point, or I feel like most people would just assume. I know I did. So
yeah, they would assume it's the baby.
Yeah,
but I don't think they would assume it's like definitely Alessa.
Gotcha. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because like reincarnation was something that wasn't like super explicitly talked about in Silent Hill yet. It became very explicit in this, that like reincarnation is a thing.
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah. Whereas like Silent Hill 1, it's kind of like nudged at that it can happen because like Dolly was talking like, half the soul was lost. We have to bring her back with a spell. So like, okay, your soul can be reincarnated. At least half of it can. I don't know. Wishy-washy ritual garbage.
For me, it was like I just hoping that it was like Alessa or Cheryl just at the end of Silent Hill 1, and I guess it was like wish fulfillment because it was like, oh man, those girls, they went through so much shit.
I know.
I just want them to have a just be reincarnated, because if I'm thinking about it critically, Alessa was the person who gave the baby to Harry, so it's like, how could it be that the person who this is being given by
herself?
So it's like, but Silent Hill's weird, so whatever.
I mean, that's referenced later when you find some of the religious art in the church. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. The bridge. Cross that bridge when we get to it. Don't worry about it. We'll get to it later.
Coming up with slang on the fly.
I was gonna say something. What was it?
Bidge. That's what you were gonna say.
Probably bidge. Yeah.
It's like really close to a curse word, so it's like
sub bidges.
Sub bidges. I just want fan art of just like this a bunch of bidget. I'm calling them bidges now. Bridges, like famous bridges, and just sub bidges on it.
I also want to mention the fan art that was given to us by somebody on Twitter whose name I don't remember right now, but it's appearing in the video right now. Wow, there it is. Heather vapes. It's official.
Heather does vape. Yes,
she's
agreed.
Vaping right there. That is proof.
She shouldn't vape though. It's dangerous.
No, well, she's a teen.
Yeah, teens make mistakes.
Teens do dangerous stuff like rappelling down elevator shafts. So whatever.
They got that Superman complex,
But thank you for the fan art. I love it. I feel like we should, I don't know. Let's have a little eulogy for Harry Mason. This is some sad shit, guys. We're here today to mourn the loss of Harry Mason, beloved husband, father, video game protagonist, etc.
Are you playing organ music right now?
Yes, I definitely am.
Okay, good.
And you know what? Something that always struck me about Harry was that he was ahead of his time. 1999, when he went to Silent Hill for the very first time, it wasn't very common in video games to have... It was very common to have male protagonists, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
It was not very common to have a male protagonist having lost a young child who they care about very, very, very much. Usually it's like, oh, your wife is dead and you killed her. It's God of War. And it was like this macho quest or something like that. This was a very unmacho quest, and it was a quest of caring and love and wanting to get your damn kid back. And I think like a lot of people miss the point of Silent Hill 1 to me, is that motherhood or parenthood is not biological. It is an emotional bond, and emotional bonds are so much more important than blood bonds, because you've got this like comparison between Dahlia, the quote-unquote real mom of Alessa, and then you've got Harry Mason, who just found this little baby on the side of a road 7 years prior with his wife, who her name was apparently Jody.
Oh, Jody.
Learn something new every day from the wiki, which I shouldn't.
Okay, I thought that was something Nora Stevens-Heath told you. Like,
no.
But now that you said that it was from the wiki, I'm like, oh,
nope.
wait, what?
I don't really entirely, I don't know. The thing is that Jody was mentioned in the novelization of Silent Hill 1, which who knows if that's canon? Big shrug there. But yeah, like, they found this kid on the side of the road and loved her so much more than Dahlia ever did. She was always a tool to Dahlia.
Mm-hmm.
Dahlia was a horribly abusive parent.
A means to an end.
Yeah. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's a story about love.
Mm-hmm.
And what really sucks is that when the first movie was made, the director was like, Harry Mason, he is a woman. is a very womanly thing he do. I don't know what Christoph Gans sounds like, but
take care of children. That is motherly.
That is a woman thing to do, care for the baby. But basically that's like, well, I mean, I'm exaggerating, of course, and doing a really mean impression, but that's kind of what happened, though, because he said that he didn't think audiences could relate to a father caring in that kind of maternal-ish fashion for their child. And it's like, that is some crazy bullshit. Way to miss the whole point of the game.
You want to know why toxic masculinity is a problem? It's this shit. Because it's like, it's dragging us all down. What? Because I'm a guy, I can't fucking love things properly? Or people properly? Or anything? No. It's like, come on. That's so fucking...
It's fake love that isn't as real as mom love, apparently.
No, mom love is so much better.
A mother is God in the eyes of a child.
It's true.
According to Silent Hill, the movie.
Well,
I don't know why that was the motto of the movie. It's the opposite of the plot of the game. Whatever. Anyway, they did Harry dirty is what I'm saying.
Yep.
And that's another movie, Dirty Harry. But he was great. And it's really messed up they killed him, but hey, it's ballsy that they did that.
Yeah.
I appreciate it in a weird way.
Game of Thrones him.
Yeah, way before it was cool to Game of Thrones people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like super rare for a video game protagonist to be a guy and to his whole plot is about like loving the shit out of his kid. You didn't see that back then. So Harry was very much ahead of his time, and I will miss him dearly.
Yeah, good old Harry. You know, he's come a long way from his blocky self in Silent Hill 1.
Yeah.
I will always think fondly of him and his weird waddle run. Kind of like waddles when he runs. Kind of like,
yeah, he's cute. I love his little like penguin hands. Cute little penguin hands with polygon hands.
Holding his like 2 polygon gun. His just rectangles smashed into each other.
Good time. Let's remember him in his prime. The lowest polygon count.